So I was scrolling through my channel checking out my old videos and seeing how they were doing, and I got to one of my old Siege videos, and when I saw 1.2k views, bro, I was out here feeling myself, I'm not gonna lie. Boy! And then I was like, while you out here celebrating, think of an idea. So then I was like, hey, they like the video so much, why not recreate the same video but in vector glare? So that's why we're here. Without further ado, I don't want to waste any more time, and let's get into the video.
A few moments later.
Alright, now let's get into Sledge. So for Sledge, for a shotgun, we're going to start off with that. I typically don't run a sight, but if I were to, Reflex C. Again, sights are personal preference, so don't take anything that I say to heart about the sights. It's just something I use personally, so yeah. But I always run a laser. You should always run a laser on a shotgun, mainly because a lot of us like to hip fire, especially on Siege. Like, if you don't hip fire with a shotgun, who are you? Yeah, so that's for that. Thatcher. So Thatcher for the AR-33, typically ACOG, flash hider, and angled grip, mainly because like I just feel like it's better, especially for this gun, so I use it. For the L8 2.0, if there was an ACOG for Thatcher's L8, I would use it, but for now, you know, I'm using a 2.0 flash hider and vertical grip, typical Siege stuff. Again, just a laser. Sometimes I run a sight, sometimes I don't. It's all personal preference, and it depends on what map I'm running, so yeah. Ash. So for Ash, I never run the G36, but if I were to, it would be 1.5 flash hider and vertical grip, as you guys can see. R for a C, I run hollow A, flash hider, and vertical grip. Sometimes I switch from hollow A to hollow B. It all depends on what map I'm on and how I'm feeling that day. So yeah, typical Siege stuff. Thermite. So on to Thermite, the M10, I don't really run a sight. Again, you know, I'm going to keep repeating it because, you know, most of these operators have shotguns, but, you know, I typically don't run a sight. So yeah, and always a laser. For the 55 2.0 flash hider vertical grip, I know a lot of people run angled on the 55, but I don't. I just think it's better. Twitch for the F2 1.5 flash hider vertical grip. Again, vertical grip allows you to control recoil a lot better, so does flash hider, so keep that in mind next time you know you can't really control a gun. For the 417, I never really run this gun, but if I were to, ACOG, muzzle brake, and vertical grip. Yeah. Shotgun, never really use a sight, but if I were to, you know, I would just choose one, to be fair. Vertical grip and laser, so that's what I would use. Montagne, we're just gonna skip over him. Glaz. Now my boy Glaz. For the OT, typically red dot C and muzzle brake. I just think red dot C is just clean on Glaz. I don't know why, but it's just clean. I know a lot of people use it. I do personally. It's fire. Fuze. Now for Fuze, for his LMG, ACOG, flash hider, and vertical grip, and for the AK-12 2.0 flash hider vertical grip. IQ. Now for IQ, the AUG, I typically run hollow B and flash hider, but sometimes again I switch from hollow A to hollow B. It all depends on what map and how I'm feeling when I play the character. The commando, typically the 1.5 flash hider and vertical grip, but again I switch between that and hollow B. Hollow B is just kind of clean, like it's one of those that you should probably try out. The G8, red dot C, flash hider, and vertical grip, because it's clean and it works, at least for me. Now for Buck, for the C8, 1.5 flash hider and laser. Only reason why I'm using a laser is because his ability is basically a shotgun, so it helps out. And for the cameras, ACOG, muzzle brake, and a laser, because it's a marksman. On to Blackbeard. For the Mark 17, 1.5 flash hider vertical grip, For the SR 2.0 muzzle brake vertical grip. Yeah. Capital, para for the para, 1.5 flash hider vertical grip. For the M2 2.0 flash hider vertical grip. You guys aren't noticing the pattern. Flash hider vertical grip works every time. Habana type 89, typically ACOG. Sometimes I switch between the ACOG and run 1.5. Again, personal preference. Use what you feel works for you. Nobody can tell you what's best. Everything works differently for everyone else. So yeah, ACOG flash hider vertical grip works wonders. For the Supernova, typically I don't run a sight, but again, if I were to, it's all personal preference. For this gun specifically, hollow A. And the laser, yeah. Jackal. Now for Jackal's gun, the C7 2.0 flash hider vertical grip, typical. For the PDW, now 1.5 flash hider vertical grip. And for his shotgun, just a laser. Again, it's all personal preference. Use what works for you. Now on to Ying. For the T95, we're gonna do 2.0 flash hider vertical grip. For her shotgun, typically a laser. Again, personal preference for the sight, so don't really take anything I take too seriously about the sights. It's all personal preference yet again. Zofia. Now for the LMG 2.0 flash hider vertical grip, sometimes ACOG, all depends on the player, but for me, it's that. For her AR 2.0 flash hider vertical grip, don't know why you'd use anything else unless you're just a recoil god. Dokubi, for her marksman, 2.0 muzzle brake vertical grip, standard loadout. For the Boss G, now if you use this troll weapon, like, seriously, you're weird. Anyway, for the 2. ACOG, vertical grip and laser. Yeah. Lion. For the V3, we're gonna use the 2.0 vertical grip and flash hider. Marksman, typical ACOG muzzle brake vertical grip, nothing too special. Shotgun, personal preference for the sight, vertical grip and laser because it's equipable. So yeah. Finka. Now personally, I know a lot of people, they run the LMG. The LMG is kind of busted still, but I typically run the spear. Spear is amazing. So for the spear, the 2.0 flash hider and vertical grip. But for the LMG, ACOG flash hider vertical grip. You gotta switch it up sometimes. And for a shotgun, sometimes red dot. Again, personal preference. Vertical grip and laser. Again, shotgun's personal preference, always. Mav. So for his marksman, 2.0 muzzle brake and vertical grip. And for the M4, we're gonna use hollow A flash hider vertical grip. Yeah. Nomad. We're gonna use the AKs for the AK-74. God, I can't talk. For the AK-74, ACOG flash hider. For the ARX 2.0 flash hider. Gridlock F90, we're gonna use 2.0 flash hider vertical grip. For the Saw 2.0 flash hider vertical grip. Again, it's a pattern, so get used to it. Knock for the FMG, 1.5 flash hider. Shotgun, typically hollow B, and a laser. Amaru. So for the G8 2.0 flash hider vertical grip. Supernova, again, you guys already know the attachments. Typically not a sight, but if it were, it's all personal preference. And a laser. Cali doesn't really count. Yana. Okay, so Yana, I use the 1.5 flash hider and vertical grip, and then for the G36, I use the red dot C because they took a 1.5, which kind of still hurts me to this day. Shut your stupid. Anyway, red dot C flash hider vertical grip. Ace, AK-12, 2.0 flash hider, vertical grip. For the shotgun, not really a sight sometimes, I don't know, depends on where I'm playing, and yeah. Laser, and yeah. Zero. So for zero, I use, for the SC, 2.0 flash hider, vertical grip. For the MP7 hollow A flash hider, again, personal preference with the sights. It all depends on what type of player you are and what you like, so do what you like, you feel me? For Flores, for the AR-33, 2.0 flash hider, vertical grip. SR-25, 2.0 muzzle brake, vertical grip. OSA, so for OSA, for the 55, 2.0 flash hider, vertical grip. PDW, 1.5 flash hider, vertical grip. Sins, the last one, for this gun, I haven't really tested it out, but for me, like, for the games that I did play with him, 2.0 flash hider and vertical grip just worked wonders. Same for the marksman, nothing really changes, it's always, typically a ACOG or the newer sight, because I was using that before. ACOG, muzzle brake, and vertical grip. So yeah, use that. Let's move over to defenders. Alright, now we're moving on to defenders. So for smoke, we're gonna do, for the FMG, hollow B flash hider. For the M5, hollow A laser. Mute for the MP5K, 1.5 flash hider. For the M5, red dot C laser. Again, it's always going to be different because I play differently with different characters, so again, sights will change. Castle, UMP, red dot C flash hider, vertical grip. For the M10, Reflex A laser. Again, for shotguns, you don't really have to have a sight. I just sometimes run it, I sometimes don't. It all depends on the day and what I'm feeling like. Pulse, the M10, hollow C laser. UMP5, hollow A flash hider, vertical grip. Doc, for the SG, we're gonna use hollow C, vertical grip, and laser. For the MP5, red dot C flash hider, vertical grip. For the P90, 1.5 flash hider. Rook, for the P90, 1.5 flash hider. MP5, hollow A, and not muzzle brake. Why do I have a muzzle brake? Flash hider, and vertical grip. My bad, it happens. For the SG, again, no sight, vertical grip, laser. All depends on how I'm feeling, what character I'm using. Capkin, for the 9X, 1.5 flash hider, vertical grip. For this SA, Reflex B, vertical grip, and laser. Now Tachanka. Now I use Reflex D because it's like a really nostalgic attachment, because it's just fire. But I mean, you can always change it. It all depends on what type of player you are and what you like. For the 9X, red dot C flash hider, vertical grip. Jaeger, M8, hollow A. For the carbine, hollow B flash hider, and vertical grip. Bandit, now for the MP7, hollow A flash hider. M8, hollow A, and typically a laser. Yeah. Frost, for this gun, red dot C extended barrel always, and angled grip. I don't really see a reason why you would run a suppressor, but I mean, hey, if that's the type of player you are with Frost, go ahead, bro, do you. For the Super 90, Reflex A, laser. Valkyrie, MPX, red dot C flash hider, vertical grip. For the Spaz, typically it's just a laser and sometimes a sight, but again, personal preference, whatever type of player you are. Cav, now for this gun, the M12, typically hollow B flash hider. For the Spaz, hollow A laser. For the Illusion, sometimes you can run a laser, sometimes you don't have to. Again, it depends on what type of player you are. I personally don't like the laser, so I don't use it. Yeah, anyway, Echo for the Supernova, laser for the MP5, Hollow B, angled grip. Again, I switch a lot, so a lot of my attachments don't stay the same. It all changes depending on round and game. For the Vector, Hollow C, flash hider, vertical grip. For the shotgun, typically a laser. For Legion, the 612, Hollow A. For the T5, Hollow A and flash hider. For Ella, now, y'all know I love playing Ella, so Hollow A, Muzzle Brake, and vertical grip. Now the reason why I say Muzzle Brake for her, it just feels better to me. Like, let's say I put on flash hider, I don't feel like it's doing much to really help me, so I put on Muzzle Brake and it just feels better. Like, you can go into shooting grounds and test it out yourself, see what you like, but that's personally what I like. For the shotgun, now, Hollow A, extended barrel, and vertical grip with a laser. You don't technically have to use this. I mean, you could just take it off, but use the extended barrel, please. Anyway, Vigil. So, for the KIA, or K1A, Red Dot C, flash hider, vertical grip. For the Boss G, again, if you use this gun seriously, what's wrong with you? It's a meme gun. Anyway, 2.5 vertical grip. Maestro for the Alda, Red Dot C, flash hider, vertical grip. For the ACS, 1.5 vertical grip and laser. For Alibi MX4, we're gonna use the 1.5 flash hider and vertical grip. Again, this is probably the best option. I mean, I don't understand why you would use an extended barrel and, or a compensator, unless you're really just struggling. But personally, flash hider is the best, especially for this game. Yeah, ACS, typically just a laser, and if I had a grip, probably be the vertical. So, yeah. Cade for the AUG, Hollow A, flash hider, vertical grip. For the TCS, 2.0, vertical grip, and the casual laser. Again, it's a shotgun, depends on what you want to run. You don't have to if you don't want to. This is just my suggestions. Mazi. Now, my boy, if you're not running the Commando, what's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. P10 Roni is God. For the Commando, Hollow A, flash hider, vertical grip. For the P10 Roni, 1.5 flash hider, vertical grip. And for Warden, now for shotgun, I never really run it, but Hollow A, laser. And for the MPX, 1.5 flash hider, vertical grip. Goyo, for the Vector, Hollow A, flash hider, vertical grip. Now, I would switch, again, as you guys saw before, my Vector before, Red Dot C. So, if I were to switch off that sight, it would be Red Dot C. For the TCS, y'all already know, Hollow A, vertical, and laser. Always put a laser on a shotgun. For the AUG, Hollow B, flash hider, typical. MP5, Hollow A, flash hider. You can change it up for Hollow B or Red Dot C. Again, all personal preference, but those are just the suggestions I have. Oryx. Now for Oryx, for the T5, Hollow A, flash hider, Spaz, Reflex A, laser. Again, don't really have to use the sight. That's what I would use, especially for him. Malusi, y'all know I'm a Malusi main, y'all already know. Anyway, MP5, Red Dot C, flash hider, vertical grip. Super 90, Reflex A, laser. Again, you don't have to use the sight if you don't want to. Aruni, P10, Hollow B, flash hider, vertical grip. For the... Ooh, I can't talk, Jesus. Anyway, the MK14, 1.5, muzzle brake, and vertical grip. T-Bird. I know I love T-Bird.
Be physically. We do not care.
Red.C, flash hider, and vertical grip. I was about to skip past the spaz. Oh my god. The spaz, hollow A, and laser. I know y'all was typing in the comment section. Speaking of, while y'all there, comment down hashtag Sword Frosty. Do me that one favor. That's all I'm asking. Just comment that down, please. Do me that one favor. Anyway, Thorn, you know, for this gun, the UZK, hollow B, flash hider, vertical grip. For the M8, Reflex A, and always a laser. Azami 9X, we're gonna use the hollow B, flash hider, vertical grip. Again, personal preference with the sights, don't really have to listen to me on it. For the ACS, hollow A, vertical grip, laser, and yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Again, I enjoyed making the video, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'm drowning. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me, bitch. I'm drowning in water. I just bought a cube and dipped it in a fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded.